the scene in K-beauty, but it's about understanding how can each and every one of you fast track it to get to the highest rank in the company. Because systems create predictable results. And nobody else can do this better than the individual who's coming, all the way from America, one of the greatest national directors in this company. He has got business in all the 10 countries where Riman operates. Because of the power of the Riman system and how great he is at teaching it and getting his team members to duplicate. And if you will learn the system, trust me, your business will get to the next level. Because what does system stand for? SYSTEM, save yourself, serious, time, energy, and money. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to one of the greatest national directors we have in our company, none other than Mr. Steve Hyun, everybody.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Thomas, and it's great to be here in UK. How's everyone doing today? Great. I came from a small city called Los Angeles to United Kingdom, but LA obviously is not small. But I heard UK people are more excited than United States people. Is that correct? Is that correct? Okay, sounds like it. So great to be here, guys. This is my second time in the United Kingdom. Last time I was here was literally over 20 years ago. And my background is very simple. My family came from South Korea to New York for the American dream. I grew up in New York City, went to school for business out there, and at an early age, I saw my mother struggle financially. And at an early age is when I got inspired to become a businessman, to become an entrepreneur. So I went to school for business. I studied business. I was fascinated by entrepreneurship. At an early age, I told myself, one day I want to take care of my parents. One day I want to be financially free. So I met many mentors and coaches, studied business, opened up different businesses. But about 10 to 12 years ago, I actually got involved in the Korean entertainment industry for the K-pop business. How many of us know K-pop, right? Obviously, K-pop today is huge all across the globe today. But when I first got started in the Korean entertainment industry, a little over 10 years ago, no one knew too much about K-pop. And I first started that in the States, and we started our company, started doing events and shows, and that took off. And that became one of the biggest Korean entertainment businesses, did tours all around the United States and North America, and built a global entertainment business. And about a few years ago, I got a phone call from Mr. Danny Day about Riman about to open up in America. He said, Steve, this company is going to open up. You should take a look at this company. First question I asked him was, what kind of company is Riman? He said, it's a K-beauty skincare company. You know what I did? I laughed. I laughed at the beginning because I'm a guy, he's a guy talking to me about beauty and skincare, right? I had no experience in the beauty industry. I had never sold skincare in my entire life. So I was asking myself, can a guy like myself have success in this field? Because I knew that most people in this industry were mostly women. He told me one thing that caught my attention. He said, Steve, this is the #1 K-beauty company from South Korea. When he told me that, I got curious. I got curious to finding out what's so special about the products, right? How did they go #1, right? And the third thing I asked him was, is there an opportunity to get involved? Because I saw the big picture. I saw this as a business venture for me to get started with the company. And here's what I did. I got started right away. Started with a position called senior manager. Fast forward, became a team leader in my first 7 days. Became a director. Now today became a national director for Riman, right? So it just shows you one thing. Even a guy like myself that doesn't come from the beauty or skincare industry can still make it all the way to the top of the company. And one thing that I'm going to share with you today, and I'm going to train you guys about, is on systems. I truly believe that systems, is one of the most important things to grow your business. See, we all can do Riman today. We can all go out there, we can all share the product, we can all talk to people, but at the end of the day, we want to scale our business. We want to do this in multiple cities, multiple countries, all over Europe, all over Asia. And obviously with Riman has a system itself. You can see Riman's headquarters opening up in every single country now and globally, right? But let me share with you, as I mentioned earlier, about my entertainment days when I first got started. Back then, I was working with some of the biggest agencies, Big Bang, 21, CL, all the big K-pop stars. But I remember back then, all of these agencies and all these artists, one thing they had in common was they had a good system in place. A brand new idol, it wasn't a training mode, right? Went through a system, training, choreography, right? Vocals, right? Everything happened for that person to become a K-pop idol, right? And I realized that in the entertainment world, there's a system. But in the business world, there's also a system as well. And with Riman, of course, we have our own system as well, right? We have our own system. As I mentioned earlier, right? You can see that with K-pop industry, it has a system. But for Riman system, we have what's called presentations, where people can get to learn about a company, where we introduce Riman to them. We also have what's called orientations, where someone can come to an orientation and they can learn about how to get started, learn about the back office, learn about how to properly become a senior manager or team leader, right? And of course, making your decisions and creating goals and setting goals through the orientation as well. Then we have also what's called K-pop-ups, where you'll learn later from Senior Director Karen Kang as well, like how to actually experience the products. So this is a system in place. And if you can master this system here locally, right here in the United Kingdom, guess what's going to happen to your business? It's going to expand automatically to multiple cities and multiple countries. How do I have a business right now in 10 countries? It's not because I'm the most talented person in Riman. It's not because I'm a skincare expert. It's just because I built a simplified, duplicatable system within the company. And that duplicated to one city, to one country, and now we're here doing business in 10 countries. So let's talk about why system is important, okay? System is important because it allows everyone knows what to do, everyone can teach it, and at the same time, the culture stays consistent even when you're not there. See, when I fly out to, let's say, Taiwan, or Singapore, or Malaysia, or Philippines, we create a system there. Right? And the system is built in that system, even though when I leave that country, the business still operates. The business still operates. How many of you, sometimes I feel like, hey Steve, how do you build in multiple countries when you're not there? And sometimes you may say, hey Steve, if I'm building in the United Kingdom, and let's say I'm building in America, sometimes my business feels like it goes away because I'm not there. Many of us times when we have traditional businesses, we feel that many times. But here with Riman, building a clear system, good presentation, good orientation system, and good K-pop system, guess what happens? Even though you're not there, your business still grows. Even though you may be in the United Kingdom, but let's say you have business in Asia, when you're sleeping, your business grows. I love sleeping. You know why I love sleeping? Because when I wake up, my business grows. When I wake up, I'm making more money. Because why? I have business in Asia. I have business in 10 countries. There's 10 different currencies. That's the power of Riman, guys. You could be here in the United Kingdom, but have a global business in all countries, right? So system is what you want to master while you start Riman as well. So let's talk about presentation, right? Presentation is very simple. The only reason why we do a presentation is to introduce Riman. Introduce who Riman is. Your job when you do a presentation for Riman is to just allow and give that person enough information for that person to see if they want to get involved with us or not. That's it. It's just giving simple information, right? On top of that, we have what's called orientation, right? Which you'll learn more about as well. But orientation is when you get to launch your business. It's good to get started. It's good to get signed up. It's good to use the products. But on top of that, you want to, of course, launch your business and propel your business. Not just have maybe a 6 months, senior manager story. You want to become a senior manager right away, which of course you'll learn a little bit later as well. On top of that, K-pop-ups, right? We do what's called a K-pop-up, which is pretty much a location, a time and a date where we get to share the products, and individuals can come by and experience it. And that's all you're really doing. And guess what's happening? This is on just repeat. Presentation, orientation, K-pop-up, and retail. That's all it is. This is happening as a consistent system right now in every country we do our business. If you can master just these three, not 5 things, 7 things, 10 things, 20 things, just 3 simple things. Presentations, orientations, and K-pop-ups. Let's say it together. Presentations, orientations, K-pop-ups. How simple is that, right? It's so simple. 3 things you master, it repeats, you work on that, you build it, and you grow in each country as well. Now, moving forward, as you can see here, this is the cycle that we do, of course, with the Riman system. Now, the presentation, okay, we have what's called weekly Zoom orientation, Zoom presentations on a weekly basis. Here's the best part. You're not doing this all by yourself. A lot of times people ask me, Steve, I can't do a presentation. I told them, you don't have to. Just invite them to a Zoom call. Here in the United Kingdom, there will be a system in place where there will be presentations where you can invite people to the Zoom call. or at the office where they can learn about Riman. And all you have to do is just share them with Riman. How simple is it to go on a Zoom call today, right? Very simple, right? It's a very, very simple business, right? And at the same time, when you do a presentation, and if in the future when you do a presentation, you want to keep it simple and short. It doesn't have to be 2 hours or 3 hours. You want to make it simple. And always remember one thing. Ask yourself, whatever I'm doing today, is it duplicatable? Is it duplicatable? I don't try to use extensive hard words. I don't try to become like a scientist when I do a presentation. It's simple, it's duplicatable, people will understand, easy to receive the information, and easy to share. That's it. And that's how my business became globally from a simplified, duplicatable system as well, okay? Next, of course, is the orientation. After the presentation, someone's going to come to the orientation. First thing you do, after they sign up, what do you want to do? Is get them to the orientation. Every time someone gets started with Riman, they go, hey Stephen, I'm excited. What's my next step? Step number 2 is orientation. They have to learn how to navigate their website, how to navigate their referral links, right? How to sign up, how to buy products, how to share to other customers as well, right? That happens at orientation. During orientation, people get started with writing down short-term goals and long-term goals. What do they want to achieve in the next 3 months? What do they want to achieve in 6 months, right? And the reason why we do that, of course, is setting goals and having a deadline allows them to move forward or work towards those goals in that given time. That's why orientation is so important. I can tell people, hey, you can become a senior manager in 3 years, right? We don't want to give that type of culture. We want people coming to the orientation, learning about the company, learning about how to navigate it, setting goals, and learn about how to become a senior manager and team leader, and how to earn the 40 to 50% commissions with the company as well. Also, they'll get to learn how to do a K-pop-up. You're going to hear the word K-pop-up a lot of time. And once again, you're going to hear a training later today, but that K-pop-up information training is also given on the orientation as well. So that's why the orientation is so important. We've all been to school before, we've been to college before, or hopefully all of us have. We've been to orientation before, right? Same system, same idea, same concept. We have that here in Riman as well. And of course, K-pop-ups, okay? K-pop-ups is where individuals now can come and experience the products. See, I didn't have to be a skincare expert. All I had to do is get people to try the products out. I was just so good at getting people to use the products, try the products, and that's it. Everyone asks me what's so good about the Steve. I said, try the products out. When they asked me a question, I said, try the products out. That's all I did. I got more and more people to try the products out. That's all I did. The product sold itself. See, the beauty about Riman is this. You don't got to be a salesperson here. The products do all the selling for you. The products do all the work for you. So get good at getting people to a pop-up. Get good at getting people to a K-pop-up where they can experience the glow, experience the transformation as well. And the final thing I want to share with all of you guys is this. If you look at every national director, every top producer today, every senior director today, all the top leaders today, what did all of them do to be where they are today, right? They went through training. Just like you see K-pop stars today, Blackpink, BTS, Big Bang. It wasn't just 1 month of training. It wasn't just 6 months of training. It wasn't a year or 2 or 3. It was daily, every single day, training and training and training to be where they are today. But here's the best part with Riman. Once you go through a training, once you learn the system, you go through the same process as well, you'll have your day of becoming eventually a national director as well, to become one of the top leaders as well. And let me tell you something, out of every business venture I've done in the past, out of everything that I've done and everything that I studied, Riman seriously has one of the best compensation plans I've ever seen. It has one of the best marketing plans, best products, and of course, more importantly, the best timing for everyone as well. If Riman has the full package, Riman has a complete package, and all of you have made a great decision to be with us today. So take this time and take this day to absorb everything, learn everything, apply it, and I can't wait to see all of you guys at the top of the company as well. So thank you guys for having me today. I'll see you guys very soon.